Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. This is going to be a weird video for me. Normally I'm talking about products and showing you things or doing demos, and this one's more about my feelings and the processes that went behind my beauty budget for this past month. This will be the first update for my beauty budget, and I'm really curious of how anyone else is doing because I am struggling. It's been an interesting month, and if you're new to this project, I have a $200 monthly budget, but not just for beauty items, but for clothing as well, because I really need to fix the balance between buying needs over wants. So I definitely need clothing and accessories in my wardrobe, and I don't need to buy more just makeup-y things. So I have kept a little journal of my thoughts and feelings and everything that went in with this month with this project, and it's been a struggle, and I have to admit I didn't buy a ton. I'll show you the things that I did buy towards the end, so if you want to just skip ahead, I'll leave a timestamp on the screen so you can do so if you just want to see the items that I did buy. But this is how it went. I'm just going to refer to my notes. If you're looking down, that's what's going on. So January 1st, I went to Disney. So we were actually originally thinking about going a few days beforehand, but that didn't end up working out because I was super busy that day. So we ended up going to Disney January 1st, and I already had it in my mind that I didn't want to just blow my budget there because I easily can, but also I was doing a return. So the return that I had from Christmas, I was doing it on January 1st, and already in my mind is like, I just don't want to blow the gift card that I ended up getting on like the first thing. Even though to me a gift card is not included in the budget, I just didn't want to just use it on something. So I had it in my head when I went there that I would be purchasing a duplicate of a shirt that I have, but in a different color. And also I think this mug here. So I was thinking about getting another one of this mug because it's small. I love this mug so much. It only fits about 8 ounces of coffee, and I'm someone who doesn't drink a full cup. Doesn't matter what size of cup it is, but I'll always only drink half. I don't know why. But with this cup, it just doesn't have a lot of product in it. It only has like 8 ounces. And I was like, I want to get another version of this cup, and I want to get a different color of my favorite shirt from Disney. However, when it came time to actually buying those pieces, I realized I didn't really want to buy duplicates because I want to treasure the things that I love. And I feel like I would treasure them more if they were the only one versus having multiples of that one. Does this make sense? So I didn't want to get another mug because I feel like I wouldn't use this mug as often, or maybe I just wouldn't like love this one as much. So I just didn't want to spoil the things that I already owned by getting another of the same item. So I didn't end up using my gift card at all that day, which is fine. I did end up using it a little bit later in the month when we went back to Disney, but I was feeling pretty good about just not spending it. I didn't want to get something just to have an additional of the same item. And then January 2nd came around, which is the day before my birthday. And thank you for those who gave me little birthday messages. That was sweet. But so January 2nd was the day before my birthday, and all the emails came in, all the flood of emails for, hey, get a birthday coupon, or hey, we have this free gift for you. And I really wasn't sold on anything. I didn't really want to buy anything. The only one that really was like, ooh, I want to get something was the Sephora one. And you'll see the one that I got. But I really didn't want to just get sucked in because of a free item or because I would have gotten something cheaper. So this year I feel like the birthday things didn't really get me, and I also didn't have the need to buy something because it's my birthday. Previous years, I definitely used my birthday as an excuse in the month of January to kind of like go ham on buying a bunch of things that I don't need, but it's my birthday and I should get it. So I didn't end up doing that. I was just like, no, I really just want to save my money, buy something later for something that I really wanted. So moving on to January 4th and 5th was when I started contemplating buying more sustainable brands. I had it in my head that I really want to buy new shoes, new sneakers, because the ones that I have are dying. I've been walking a ton, and so I wanted to get a new pair of shoes. And during my research, I was like, I want to get a really cool sustainable brands version of a pair of sneakers. So I was really doing a hunt. I was really researching, really trying to find like the pair. I knew they were pricey, but I didn't mind spending over half my budget on a pair of sneakers because for me, sneakers last years. The current pair that I have, I've had for about 4 years. The pair before that I've had for probably like 5-6 years. So sneakers for me are a long-term investment, so I don't mind spending a little bit more. I don't know about you, but usually I do my worst shopping at night. And I fell in love with a pair of sneakers, and I was really thinking about buying them, but I actually did a good thing where I like held back, and I was like, you know, let me sleep on it. Let me make sure if it's the right decision. It was over half my budget, and I was just, well, I didn't want to just jump at it. This has been like the whole thing, this whole month is like, I didn't want to just jump at the first thing that I saw. So I ended up going to bed. Then on January 6th, I did purchase them. I got them online. They're from the brand Allbirds, and I'll put a picture up here. And I'm putting the picture up here because I returned them. I spent a lot of money on them. They were $103, so it would have been half my budget to buy these one pair of sneakers, but I was totally okay with that. And when I purchased them online, I was so excited. For one, I made a decision, which for me is really hard to do. I finally made a decision. I was going to invest a bunch of money into a pair of sneakers. They were made from trees. They had a really cool sustainable story, and I was so pumped. I feel like it was really different compared to other online spending, because normally I'm like looking for a coupon or excited because of free shipping or something like that. Like, it wasn't, nothing really drove me to purchase them other than the fact that I like the story, I like the shoes. Like, there wasn't any gimmicks when I purchased them. So I feel like that's why I was kind of excited about them, because they were such a good decision on my part. Instantly had like this sudden like stop, like I don't want to spend anymore, because I was really just comfortable with my decision, and I was like, that was it. That was my big purchase this month. I'll leave the rest for needs if I have them later. But I didn't end up having that great of experience with them because they didn't fit me properly. Moving on to January 13th, the shoes arrived, but they did not work out. The fit was really weird. Like, the heel part was really narrow and really low. Like, I always felt like my foot was gonna pop out of it, and then the toe bed was really wide. So I don't know what foot they were shaping, but they just were not comfortable. They weren't going to work out, and I didn't want to spend half my budget on something that I didn't like walking in. So I did end up returning them. It was super easy to return, but that meant the $103 that I originally spent on the pair of shoes ended up going back into my budget. And then come the 14th, the next day, I didn't know what to do. You know, that original great decision that I was so excited about ended up like not working out, and I was just so indecisive of what to do. And then the next day I decided to declutter my closet. And this is when I had what I thought was a great idea, because I was decluttering my closet, and the few things that I have kept and have continuously kept and wear and love for so long, for like years, have all been from subscription boxes. So I have had Stitch Fix a while ago, and I also had Trunk Club a while ago, and almost every product in my wardrobe is still from those from years ago. So obviously they last a long time. I also would have had a stylist on my side to kind of like help me in the decision-making process, but also having to spend amount of my budget for a styling fee would almost force me into choosing at least one item to keep, because I don't want that styling fee to be taken out of my budget but have nothing to show for it. So on the 16th, I decided to go with Trunk Club. A few different reasons why I decided Trunk Club over Stitch Fix. One, because the stylist you have really good communication with, like you're texting back and forth, giving Pinterest boards, so you have a lot more control. You can see your box before it ships out, so if there are things that you're like, that's not going to work, you can take them out so they can add some things that will work. And they also don't use accessories as part of the number, so you can add accessories later, but it's not included in like the 10-piece item. So I decided to use part of my budget to use Trunk Club, which was again something that didn't work out. I was so annoyed. So the trunk arrived a few days later, and none of them fit, and I was so depressed because I was like, I can't believe nothing fit. Like, everything was way too small. And then I looked at the sizes, and every single thing was in the wrong size. Like, so you post the size that you have, and they have had those sizes, but there are some things that they sent in a size small, some were a size large. Like, I don't know what happened, but for some reason they didn't send me any of the correct sizes. So I didn't buy anything, and I even did a little review of my box, and I reached out to my stylist too to be like, hey, I don't know what happened, but this box wasn't my size. And so they did refund me the $25 styling fee, and then I didn't end up getting anything. So this all happened on the 22nd is when I realized that Trunk Club wasn't going to work out for me. I'd much rather have a lot more control with the things that are coming into my house. I thought it would be cool to have like someone on my side and to be able to force me into buying one piece, but I just didn't like that idea. And I also didn't like the idea that nothing fits. So there was that. I just had a bad taste in my mouth. I just didn't want to continue on with that service. So I didn't get anything. So moving on to the 24th, I feel like I was just in a rut. I had like a week left with my budget. I had the most of it still to use. And I ended up going to the mall that my new Sephora is going to be at for a couple hours. We were just there to like check out the store. We were doing some interviews. We had a few hours to kind of just like see the demographic, check out the area, that type of thing. And so in the mall, I realized that I didn't want to go shopping in any of those stores because they're all the same thing at each mall. I didn't want to just find like something at Forever 21 or H&M or like your standard mall stores. I want to find those like hidden gem brands that have a unique story or made in the USA or have really great ethics and sustainability. So I think that's the approach I want to use going forward, is to find those hidden gems. And I'm realizing it's just going to have to take a little bit more research on my part, because I realize internet shopping is just a gamble, because you're going to be spending all this time finding the thing, buy the thing, then hoping that it fits. You know, that's what happened with the sneakers. So I'm going to do some research in the next few days / weeks, because I'm going to be working a ton, to find sustainable brands that I can actually try on in store. Like I know Nordstrom has a few, and I know Anthropologie has a few. So I think that's my approach going forward, is just to find like, I don't know, smaller brands that have good ethics. What's crazy is that for the whole month of January, again, I had a $200 budget. I only spent $8.86, which means that $191.14 will be rolled over into February, leaving my February budget to be $391.14, which I think I'm actually excited about. Even though this month was kind of frustrating, I am kind of excited about having that big of a budget, because it almost gives me like a buffer to buy some really good quality expensive items, but still have enough to save for like needs and wants later on in the month. So I think I am actually kind of excited that my budget is a lot bigger this month. So let's move on to the second half of this video, which is the things that I did purchase. I did buy a couple of things. I did get some things for like super cheap, which I'll show you in a second, but let's just go into the things that I did buy. The first thing that I did get was super exciting, but it's the Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salt Soaking Solution, and this is the lavender version. I love taking baths. I ran out of bath salts. I got this on Amazon for $4.79, so it's amazing. I love it. I have really achy joints. I have arthritis, so I needed Epsom salts, so that came out of my budget. And then I did make a small purchase on Sephora. I had a $15 coupon, and then I also have a discount because I work there, so I only ended up spending $2.07 on all these, plus, oh, it's down there, I can't open my drawer right now, but plus the birthday gift. I did end up getting the Briogeo set. And the things that I actually used my budget on was this guy here. This is the Kaja Lip Click, or lip gloss. I forget the actual name. I'll put it on the screen. But it is what I'm wearing, and it is just like a sheer, slightly pink gloss. And I ended up getting this because I've been loving my Sephora collection Lip Click, but I wanted to try a cruelty-free version, so that's why I got the Kaja one, and I love it. I'm so happy I got this. It's pretty much the only lip I've been wearing all month long, and I definitely have gotten my money's worth out of it. I even had it scribed at work, which is rare. I normally don't bring things into work that I purchase because they have to do little etches to make sure that what you're bringing in is yours. And I realized I love this. I need to have it in my purse at all times. So really happy to have this, and I did end up using a few points to get some other things. So I got this little Biossance Squalane and Omega Repair Cream, which was perfect because I ended up getting a rash from a mask, and I ended up using this to help repair my skin, which actually worked out great. Not that I got a rash, but at least I was able to get it back in order. And then I got a mini of the IT Lash Blowout, which you guys know I've been loving that mascara, so I did get a little mini that I can keep in my purse. And then I did get the little Briogeo Duo for my birthday gift. So those are the things that I got at Sephora. The final thing I got was from Disney, and this was not in my budget, but I did buy them, so I just thought I'd share with you, because I got these because we went to Disney. The shoes I was wearing were not working out. My flip-flops that I normally wear when we go to Disney disappeared. I don't know where they went. So I ended up wearing my Birkenstocks, and I was getting like a blister on the bottom of my foot. So I did end up going with a pair of, don't judge me, but they're sandals. They don't have many options when you're in Disneyland, so I got these. I do have a discount because we're annual pass holders, so I think they were around like $15. I got them in the kids section because they didn't have anything in the adult section of my size. So these are them. They're fun. They're definitely my Disney shoes. I don't think I'd wear them out anywhere else. So those are all the things that I purchased. Again, I had a $15 gift card for the Sephora stuff, so that was $207. The Epsom salt was $4.79, so I spent a total of $8.86 this month. So that's that. I hope you liked this video. If you were doing a beauty budget, how are you doing? Did you buy some cool things? Did you spend it all at the beginning of the month? Did you spread it out? Did you wait to the very end? Let me know. Anyways, thank you so much for coming by, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.